everyone, it's Claudette. Welcome back to the Greeting From channel. I've got a fun project just in time for Valentine's Day. It is using the new digital stamp called Sweet Treat Anya. And you guys know I love my digital stamps because when I was coming up with this idea or this project, I had initially cut out my Anya this size, and I felt she was just too big for the box, and I wanted to have a little sentiment to go with it. I didn't just want it to be like that. So I had to go back and resize her. And guys, this is why I love digital stamps. It is just the most convenient and easiest way to do projects because you can suit these digital stamps to suit your needs, okay? So I cut up a bunch of the Sweet Treat Anyas, and I also did the Easter one. I forgot the name. I will put this in the link down below with this link. This is also a digital stamp set. It's an Easter one, and Easter's fastly approaching as well. So I just thought I would cut up a few images with the Easter one because I'm going to start figuring out projects for Easter. But anyhow, this is why I like digital stamps, because again, the size that I initially wanted was this, and it was just way too big. Even going at a smaller one, I just felt it was too big where I couldn't add a sentiment. Now you could use this and, I don't know, decorate the other side, or if you're fine like that. But I just wanted something smaller, so this is why I absolutely advocate for digital stamps. All right, let's move on to the project. It's a really easy one, and as you can see, it is this cute little box that you can put whatever goodies you want. I haven't figured out what I'm going to be putting inside or who this is going to, but I want to have some on hand because I am always scrounging around my craft projects to see what I have that I can give out at a short moment's notice. Okay, so I wanted to share this with you. It is easy. You're going to need obviously some glue. I'm going to use this for this section right here, this thumb tab, just so it would be easier to open it up. I'm also going to use a corner rounder because I cornered around this section, the what is it called, the closure part. Obviously some glue tape, scissors, my scoring tool, and I'm going to use my cutter because there's some long cutting that I have to do because I don't cut straight. All right, let's quickly get into this. You're going to start with a 9 3/4 by 7, 9 3/4 by 7 paper. You can use a thick, what do you call this, pattern paper, or you could do what I'm going to do. And you guys know I usually use pattern paper, but I didn't really, I wanted it a little bit thicker. Because my cardstock isn't as thick, so I wanted to just go ahead and I wanted to use my pattern papers because I have a ton, so you will be seeing me using a bunch of my old pattern paper, but you know what, that's what it's for. I'm not hoarding it anymore because I just have way too much, so I'm using cardstock and pattern paper for this project. Okay, let's start. 9 3/4 by 7. All the measurements will also be in the description box if you missed it or if I'm talking too fast. Okay, so on the 9 3/4 side, we want to do 3/4. Then we want, I'm sorry, 1 3/4, 4 3/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/2. Okay, then you're going to turn it over to the 7-inch side, and we're going to score 3/4 and 2. Then you turn it back around, or turn it 180, and do 3/4 and 2. Okay, now once that's done, you don't need your scoreboard anymore. And we are going to burnish the score marks. Alrighty, so the way we're going to cut it is we'll start here, and this is going to be like the bottom of the box. You know, this is going to be where we punch the thumb tab here, like that. Okay, so both sides has equal measurements, but you want to cut. This is the bottom side is going to be different from the top side, so you want to go ahead and cut this rectangle on both sides off. So I usually like to cut right there. Let's go ahead and cut this before I go to the next step. Okay, so once you do that, you want to miter that because this is going to be one of your tabs to glue in. And then I always like to cut beyond the score mark so there's no line there. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. Okay, I see I have a little that I just want to cut off. There you go. All right. Okay, so then you want to cut, you see how there's a long rectangle, and then so from here to all the way here you could remove, but actually you could remove this, 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 and this. So let's do this first so it's not so confusing. Okay, and then you could cut from above, like all the way up. I guess I'm not going to use my trimmer, but we'll see, because I still need to cut more. I'm just doing this way so you see what I'm cutting off. And then you do the same thing to the other side. So you want to cut. You'll see how it'll look once I'm done. So, because I know it's a little confusing. And we're going to cut. This doesn't have to be so straight because this is going to be removed as well. And then that's when I'm going to use my trimmer because I really don't cut straight. All right, but before that, let's go ahead and cut. This is going to be another flap that you're going to glue onto the box itself. So let's go ahead and cut right here. Right here. Oh, let's go. And we're also going to miter this as well. Okay, and then we'll do the same over here. So like that. And then like that. And then we're just going to cut all these two sides off. Put it in my trimmer, and then, oops, I hope my head's not getting in the way, and then you just remove that, make sure, there you go. Okay, oops, oh, I think I need to change my cutter blade. Just clean that up a little, or a lot. All right. Yeah. All right, let's do the same thing to this side. And you wanna, like I said, I like to cut away the score mark so it has a clean cut. All right, this side was so much better. Ugh. All right, I have to clean this up. Okay, you could get rid of your trimmer. Let me clean this up. All right, once that's done, this is how the box is gonna look. You're going to assemble it like this, and then this will go in here, okay? So I'm going to glue my pattern paper. So just a little. There we go. Glue my pattern paper before I assemble it. So these measurements will also be in the description box. So it's going to be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then 1 by 2 3/4. So I cut 4 for the sides. On this one I did 5 because I went ahead and did this, but really when you put it in you can barely see that, so I decided not to do that for this one, and I'm going to glue this one. Okay, and let's see. You're going to put it on this one because this is part of the box that goes, the flap that goes right here, okay? So right here. Okay, so why I glued it before I did the little thumb cutout is because I wanted to punch this together. Let's see. All right, and then one more thing I want to do, since this is a top that folds into the box, I want to go ahead and use my corner rounder, or what is this called? Chomper? Crocodile corner chomper. And I'm using the 1/4 curve. All right, so pretty much that's it as far as the way your box will go. And if you guys want to take a screenshot of how it looks as I had cut it, you can do so now. All right, so let's put this all together. We're going to use glue. And okay, just do it all on the 4 tabs, or the 3 remaining tabs. Okay, so now we're going to add our little image. And I went ahead and stamped "For You" from the Gif Ian front and back. I don't believe this is available anymore, but if you have it, that's what I used. And then I used my oval punch and the scallop oval punch from my Stampin' Up! Stash. So I do believe it's still available on Stampin' Up!, but it's now, what's cool about the newer version, it's one punch for one punch with the two different punches on it. So that's what's cool about it. Okay, I am going to notice she is bigger than this one because I don't think I cut another small one, did I? Oh, good. There's another small one. Let's see. These ones are about the same size, so I'm going to do that. And I am going to pop her up with my favorite foam adhesive or foam sheet. And as always, I got this either at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or Joann's. I'm sure they all have them. The only difference is I don't know what brand or style any of the stores carries, but I am using the one with one side adhesive. So we're gonna go ahead and use that. And then you just glue her on. And if you saw earlier, I was having trouble with my glue for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, and then I'm going to put her right here. Let's see. Pop her up. And then we are going to use tape for this. Put that right there. And what I love about using glue is you have time to move it around, so just do something like that. And there you go. I should have used a different color background for that for you. But anyways, alrighty. That is today's project. All the measurements and the score line measurements will be in the description box, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I am using, like I said, an old pattern paper that I have 5,000 of, and my goal is to use my stash and try and get rid of it as much as possible. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next video. And happy Valentine's Day, because this is for Valentine's. I know I'm early, but this is a good, cute little project. I have yet to figure out what to put in it, but there's so many different types of goodies that you can put in it. All right, everyone, so I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.